low building health, does not want to sit in that engagement. King Tiger rolling up to the center of the map. All Luvnest really has to do is sit in the center.
Oh, there he goes, and the MG nearly went as well. Everything's blowing apart, everything's going kaboom, as Imperial Dane would say. Bulldozers come in, smoke also pot because he knows he cannot contend.
Oh, such a difficult situation. There's no way of getting past this King Tiger right now. He's still reluctant to call in his off map.
Oh my god, that heavy cannon of the King Tiger's doing excellent work for Luvnest. Closing out this G2, could be leading into a commanding 2-0 lead. First of 4, it's a best of 7. This series has legs. But right now, the person striding is Luvnest. He's striding to lay his hands on that GCS trophy.
Gosh, I think we saw For the Fatherland there used by Luvnest. He's actually trying to run around the Bulldozer Sherman shots with For the Fatherland on, which is actually working. He's actually avoiding the shots by doing that, which is very, very impressive to say the least. Double AT gun on the field to deal with the King Tiger. The Bulldozer Sherman to try and clear the infantry. I think he's got one last shot at this. I think he's got like one more big attempt to make this work. He's got the munitions, 240mm coming in somewhere. I think that's central at the moment.
I think for DevM now is he has kept in this thing as we can see the alive and destroying bombs coming from the sky, the RNG award bombs. We are going to be doing some voting at some point today, so if you're there in the chat, GB Hooligan, if you can get your polls on the go. Oh! Bulldozer Sherman shot goes in. We've got some awards to give out today. The RNG award for most RNG critical events.
Not sure where that MG's trying to do there. Not going to be able to take the King Tiger down. Certainly not without the support of the AT guns, which are moving up at the moment. Riflemen are trying to force off the Jagdpanzer IV with the threat of an 18 aid. Lieutenant trying to cover the fuel on this side. Sherman, Bulldozer Sherman, not finding anywhere to be particularly useful right now. It's all about camping that central VP and trying to avoid the squad wiping from the King Tiger.
How is DevM still alive? He has no right to still be in this game. He's a ghost. He's a relic of what was a former army, but if you look in the top left of the screen, that's something from Lord of the Rings. He still somehow has an army. After all the punishment he's soaked up, he's still in this thing. Bulldozer Sherman trying to keep central control of the VP. A hero, one-man rifleman is now retreating, having contended for so long.
He's got to remove these Volksgrenadiers from this point immediately, and at the same time he's got to get over to the right hand side to defend against this. Another For the Fatherland rushing in there. Luvnest trying to get that decap so that he can get VP win.
That tactical movement is being used in the most tactical way I've ever seen it be used. Luvnest is using it to maintain control of central and the eastern victory points, despite the odds of a Bulldozer Sherman raining hellfire on him, and it's worked beautifully.
Yeah, I really like, as he's taken the Bulldozer over here, he's taken the 2 AT guns to defend just in case that Jagdtiger comes in. He's going to be ready for it if it does. It's really, really crucial right now that he manages to get these Volksgrenadiers and stops them from getting the cap on. There's a nice grenade from the Obersoldaten in the center, doesn't quite get the MG down, but he will need to retreat out of there. There's the cap though, a little bit of extra pressure as the VPs continue to drip down. That's just on the brink of victory, and this may be an overextension though. He's taking the AT guns way too far.
Are out of position. They need to wipe them, they need to get rid of them, and the big King Tiger comes into place. However, a rifle nade goes in, an anti-tank rifle nade. Oh, and there you go, the Bulldozer Sherman polishes off the reconnaissance Panzer II tank. Jagdpanzer, don't know what that was doing, trying to find the howitzer in the background, did not manage to do that.
It was actually well played by DevM because he kept the MG there even with one model to try and keep suppressing the Obersoldat and stopping them from getting these wipes. AT guns now, I mean the King Tiger is relatively damaged. He's going to keep going for it. There's a couple of penetrating shots. Obersoldat on low health, and I think there's probably enough medium cover now there to keep them alive all the way through.
Still alive, those heroes of the Eastern Front, all experience to give to the rest of the Wehrmacht, still surviving. King Tiger's eating up some meaty shots. DevM, what's happening on the southeastern victory point there, Dan? We've got another battle there for victory point control. Every victory point matters right now. 39 remaining. DevM, somehow, the Portuguese prodigy is somehow kept in this game despite Luvnest's superior play. He's somehow survived, and he's still surviving.
He's playing out of his skin, to be honest, to be competing up against what's on the field right now. Still getting vehicle wipes. You know, there's a lot of fuel on. If he can just manage to hold it for a little bit longer, get his stuff reinforced, then you know there's every chance that he can continue, get the M10s on the field and make it good
for DevM right now.
Huh?
Is Barton playing for DevM? We checked profiles, didn't we?
Oh,
this
yes.
is eerily similar of a Barton game. This feels like we're now in the Barton zone. For those that don't know, a very famous Polish player that always makes late game comebacks despite the odds. And DevM seems to be somehow exhibiting Barton-like symptoms, which he probably should see his doctor about, quite frankly. But it's looking eerily similar to that kind of thing. He's somehow keeping hold of 2 victory points. His holy holds 39. And he still has a valid army. He has Vet 3 on all his surviving rifles, Vet 3 on his lieutenants. It's all about now rebuilding his tank army, using the M1s to keep the KT away, and he could clutch this from the fires of Hades and make a G2 comeback, one of his historic comebacks of all time.
God, he's spending a lot of munitions on these grenades right now. I personally would have thought that you know, having access to the 240mm was a great prevention for this King Tiger being in the center. By the way, but this has just been damaged, so he could rush in and try and get a snare off. In fact, Luvnest has still got the fatherland.
What's this STG squad doing? It's going to go around the wreckage of the house most likely. Oh god! This hero rifle is likely going down. He gets taken out by the pencil marks of the King Tiger. However, squad wipe in return possibly. No first grenade does get away. Howitzer Sherman, how many kills has that baby got down? It's sitting pretty on 24
at the moment.
It doesn't matter right now because the M1's down and the Jagdpanzer is hunting. It's in its name and it's living up to it right now.
Yeah, this is looking like it might be a game-winning push. We're going to have Volks Grenadiers push in. Will they clear up the Lieutenant? It will be another squad wipe. No, Lieutenant's going to get away. 80 gun is crude. Jagdpanzer 4 getting veteran C2 now. The amount of damage has been given.
Sensen's going to have to play a big role down. He's going to have to go all the way around. He's going to have to find the Jagdpanzer. No, it doesn't. And the victory points are ticking down for her now. There are 2 against it.
Wow.
There you go.
He's going to go for the AT gun. Oh, it's giving him a squad wipe there.
Him. Absolutely massacring him. And this STG's come into vision.
There's got to be, I mean, there really does have to be like an all or nothing push here.
Oh, it was insult to injury. And I think that was the death knell for DevM. As the M10 couldn't quite make it, he was seen to be repaired, he sees the King Tiger find it, and GT goes to the German Giants.
Oh, that was a really good game.
That was fantastic.
A really good game. Yeah, well, one of the better games like we've seen today already is one of that. And just going back over it, like this attention to detail constantly from Luvnest, like he's mining down early, all those munitions being spent go into that, do you know what I mean? They go really into having those mines on the field. Even with the minesweeper there though, the minesweeper wasn't always at the front of the engagements, you know, he's like capping with the echelons and not really spotting those. Cost him the first M10 and it just kind of get worse and worse from there. But, you know, just very good preservation.
So we're going to have a quick 5-minute interval, 5 minutes only, to allow the players their 5-minute break. That is in the rules. These lights are very hot today, and these guys are getting very stressed, so we're going to have a quick intermission. Very quick, though. Most likely going to roll a montage, possibly open up a raffle in chat. The thing you're raffling up today, guys, if you've seen it on Kota.org's main page, the article will show you the poster you can win, an A3 size version signed by DevM, myself, Dan and Luvnest. You'll be able to raffle for one of those today, so exclamation mark raffle. Von Klug, if he's out there, he will be opening up this raffle very shortly. Yes, he's opening it up. So that's exclamation mark raffle to win a GCS poster.
He's opening up something.
Usually a beer. Probably a beer. But as we say, so we're going to very quickly show the amazingly created montage video that Dan made, and we'll be back very shortly, so do not go away.
Push down, he's going in for the flanking push. Rakettenberg's in that centre pass, does not matter. M4C Sherman's going for the Osman. The T-70's going to try and get rid of the Raketten. Here comes the Krautmo, the M5 half track with the Quadman. Everything's going wrong for Burmy very quickly.
T-34-85 to the left, whilst all of the infantry was seemingly on the mid to right. Yaktig is going to try and get some shots off, and it does, actually connects again. Yeah, T-34-76 doesn't. King Tiger easily going to be able to deal with the situation, and now he's going for the rear armor, trying to maybe block it in so the AT gun can also get some work. That looks like a successful block.
It's all kinds of figures coming in. The Sherman's in an ambush position. He's going to get that rear armor facing. SU-85 is about to go down. Tiger's getting done down by the Sherman though as the Stuka rains fire from above. What an armor confrontation. It looks likely that Aimstrong's come out highly on top here. All three vehicles down for Hooligan. Aimstrong reigning supreme through the centre.
They're going to try and get it. Havoc just doesn't know how to do this. The King Tiger's parked in the center. There's no way round. He just has to take it from the front. Good counterplay from Tobestone. Gets the Faust on the T-34-85. Here comes the Raketin. He's going to get a shot off. That's the penetration.
Shit, bounce! Bounce! I came there for no problem with it. I got the Panther! Pershing goes down to try and Panther down! There's anything up there? Everything is blowing apart! Everything's going kaboom!
Is he? He shouldn't do. He really shouldn't do. Or should he?
Oh, no, he gets it!
He gets it with the Ziscon! Holy crap!
Oh.
welcome to Battle Planner.
Hello everybody, we are back and pretty soon about to go into game 3 of this series, a series which is currently dominated by Luvnest in a 2-0 situation. What a turnaround. Not sure anybody was expecting 2 wins at the start of this. Right now we do have, let me just check the Battle Planner, they're getting ready for their game 3 right now. Gonna change a map, it's going to be Crossing in the Woods.
Crossing in the Woods, which is a bit of a Luvnest speciality, but it's also a DevM speciality. a DevM speciality. Both these guys